You have a baby in a bar.
Sweet Home Alabama apparently ahead of its time because this happens a lot now. Parents bringing their kids to the bar, so much so a bar owner tells the New York Post they have a name for these people. The Stroller Patrol. Bars and breweries and beer gardens are adding activity areas so mom or dad can enjoy a couple Sunday beverages without having to pay the babysitter. Needless to say, there are complaints from the childless customers who suddenly are finding themselves at a makeshift daycare. So let's go to the parent on the panel. Chad, bringing your kids to a bar, like it or not.
Listen, here's what I got to say. I don't intend to shame any parents out there. No parent shaming, especially those who run in a parent gang out there. But as far as the Ricardo household goes, this will not be going down. As a parent, I understand how challenging it is to have a social life and to have a child, but there are so many things that you got to worry about. Other people, someone else may spill a drink. They may fall into your child. For us, we keep our child and our bar date separate.
Wow.
Yeah.
I like that take. I really do. I'll say this. I'm not someone who's going to say exclude the children. If the bar allows the children, they can still come in. Obviously, hopefully they're not having a beer. But maybe they may need one to quiet them down. I'm just saying, here's the thing. If your kid is there, and I understand children have tantrums, children get sick, etc. They are screeching and crying. I don't think the rest of us who are paying customers have to suffer through that. I think that there is suffering, and I know that parents are suffering as well.
Sure.
It's almost like an airplane, except there's no escape on a plane. When you're at a bar, there's a door, and you can take the child, remove yourself from the situation, and then when the baby's fine, you bring them back in. No big deal. I think that is how you appropriately address children in these spaces.
So, as a veteran non-child having person on the panel,
I
don't necessarily want to see children at bars. There are a lot of places that I don't want to see children at bars, wineries, most leisure activities that involve a lot of people who want to be adults and have fun, to be honest. But with that being said, this is the first place in D.C. that I have been, and I'm originally from Chicago, where on St. Patrick's Day, there were literally babies crawling on the floor at bars while people are getting wasted. I don't even know who the father of said child was. I'm assuming it was one of the men the child was crawling next to. It totally could not have been.
So.
But that's just totally inappropriate. I think that bars can be unsafe. I wouldn't, if I had children, wouldn't want my children to be around people who are drinking regularly, especially drinking strangers.
Sure.
That just seems problematic. There's a lack of comfortability.
Look, I wouldn't do it.
But does the conversation change if it's brunch?
I think there's a difference between going to a restaurant and going to a beer garden or a winery or something like that.
100%. And again, so we, with our friends at their homes, will have beverages. But when you go out to a bar somewhere else, you can't control the other people. You don't know those people.
All right. Well, hey, I know you have some opinions on this at home, so we want to know what you think. Go to fox5dc.com/lion to vote in tonight's poll. Whoa. Look at that. It's a live poll right now. 89% of you don't like the idea. Keep voting. We're going to check back in a little bit later on in the show. But